Hi, it's Malt, and today what I have for you is something pretty darn interesting if you ask me. It is a very compact auto brewer with a few added features. So let's take a look at the Redstone first. And as you can see, it is relatively tiny, being only 3 wide, not counting all the levers and stuff out here, which can be compacted further if you really want to not hide any of the redstone. But the interesting thing here is how it brews it. So let's create a splash potion of healing 2. And if we press this button, it brews for once. Or if we turn this lever on, it will continue to brew automatically. So once it's done, it will just run again until you have a full chest or the potion ingredients run out or something like that happens. But you don't want to leave it running too long, because if the items run out in there, it'll probably start brewing really random potions, so you don't want that. Anyway, let us just start this process, and I'm going to do a time lapse and turn auto brewing on so you can see exactly what happens. So as we can see, it just continues to automatically brew that. So now that I'm finished showing you with this, I will show you how to build this. Okay, so to start off with, you're just going to want to create a sort of normal type brewing setup. So just copy what I'm doing, place a hopper into a double chest with the brewing stand on top of it. Then coming around this way, you just want to place another hopper there with a double chest like so. Then place a hopper there along with a hopper facing this way and a block of anything there with a redstone comparator on it. Now this is your sort of basic layout for brewing designs, but what comes next is a sticky piston with a redstone block on top of it. Now put 2 hoppers on top of that facing into each other. And now what you're going to do is come out here with a block of anything, block there, and another block there. Place a redstone torch. Place a redstone torch right here with a repeater here. Set this repeater to 2 ticks. Put some redstone dust there. And then you are going to place a torch right here. And another block there with a redstone comparator on it. Now what this is going to do is, when there are no more items in this hopper, it is going to switch it brown, so all the brewing, the potions that are in the brewing stand come out and into this chest. So now what you want to do is grab 51 items that are stackable to 64, so stone would be a good example, and you just want to toss them in this hopper right there, and that will work pretty well. Okay, so now what you're going to want to do is come up to here with a block. This will have a lever on it, so if you just want to stick that on now, and there is going to be a repeater right here facing into a block with a torch on it with another block on top. And this torch right here is going to have a block on top of it with another redstone torch, and just put a block on top of that. Now what you want to do is connect the two. This will make an AND gate, which will stop the thing from auto brewing if you have not selected it. So if you put a torch here and then a few blocks, you will be right for that section. Now what you want to do is come over here with a bunch of hoppers, just put them down about to there so far, and we'll continue to stretch that on later. But for now, what you want to do is right above this hopper that's here, not the one with the redstone block underneath, you want to put a sticky piston facing up with a block of quartz like so, or any block, I think. Or no, that's not where you want to place the sticky piston. The sticky piston in fact goes one block beforehand. So take the hopper that is not above the redstone block and put the sticky piston above the comparator, like so, with any block on top of it. Now what you want to do is put a redstone repeater here with another one coming out of it. Gee, getting a bit of lag. Anyway, and that redstone repeater goes into a block with a torch on top of it, or on the side rather. Now what you are going to do is you are going to come out here with two redstone repeaters like so. Don't set them to subtract mode, just keep them as usual, and point these two comparators into a block like that. Then you're going to have redstone on top of this repeater, redstone here and redstone here, and you're going to have two comparators here and here. And I might cut so that I am not getting as much lag, so I'll see you when the next section is ready to be done. Okay, so it seems to be lagging a bit less, so now what you want to do is grab yourself a few droppers and just come out here. It seems that the lag is not going to get too much better, so you're just going to have to bear with me. And you're going to run this line of quartz blocks, or any blocks for that matter, down like so, and put a dropper facing into the hopper like so. And this continues for, with this being the first one, it continues until you reach the 13th one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and you just want to run the hopper line along there, so it looks like this, and also run the line of blocks you've got all along there. Now what you are going to do is grab yourself a slab of some kind. I'm just going to use a quartz slab, and you're going to come up a half a block above the droppers and start placing slabs down over all the droppers for some reason full blocks won't work, so you just want to place slabs down like this with redstone on top of them going all the way through, and just connect it up like that. You'll probably hear a clicking sound. This is the droppers activating. And now there is one or two more things we need to do. The first of which is to actually come over here. You want to put a torch right there and a block down there. This is one and the second one below. So you've got your torch there, then another torch right there, and you just want to hook this up to a button like so. I believe you can have a redstone repeater here and some redstone here. And now it's time for your button. Now this can be either wood or stone, but I'm just going to go with stone because it looks nicer. And you can see that when we press this button, we get all the droppers clicking. Now it is time for the selector panel. So what you want to do is just run this line of blocks over like so, and for every one, actually you don't need this block, because for every one apart from this you're going to put a redstone torch down here. And the reason that this doesn't have one is that it is nether wart, and I really do not know anyone that wants to brew potions that don't require nether wart. So if you do want to have the option to turn nether wart off, then just continue this for the nether wart section, but otherwise just leave it empty. So you're just going to put redstone torches all along here, and there should be 12. So 3, 6, 9, 12. Yep, we're fine. And now what you want to do is extend this line with the button out, and you don't need this. But what you want to do is get these two blocks which are in line with this, and just put them like so. Now what you want to do is get into that gap, and you can cheap up on some resources by putting a redstone dust here, then redstone repeater here, then using a redstone repeater here and redstone dust, and just continue that pattern. And all these repeaters don't have to be set at any ticks. So at the end it should look something like this. And what you do is you get your levers and you run them along here, and these are the selections for your auto brewing. So if you fill this up with separate ingredients, what I like to do is I put a block up there with an item frame with the material in it. So say blistering melon, and you just put it in your dropper, and in this dropper goes the nether wart. So I'll just get some of that. So we can already get it to work by just flicking this lever. Also, another thing I like to do is have lamps under these, so it's a really handy indicator of which one is on. So when you turn it on, the glowstone lamp will be displayed, and you can just brew it like that. So you just want to fill your thing up with water bottles. And I'll just do that. Forgot that in the latest snapshot you can no longer use numeric IDs, you have to use the name of it. So if you just fill that up with water bottles, then fill this up with all your ingredients, you are ready to go, and we can just give it a test. As you can see, this pulse extender turns on. We've got all the ingredients here, so this piston doesn't extend, and they will come on and it will start the brewing. So this is a pretty good system, I think, and it's pretty survival friendly. So if you want to build this up in your world, just do it. Anyway, the piston sound you can hear now is the hopper clock turning on, and as you can see, these items are draining out of the hopper, and when that is done, this will begin again. I'll turn the auto brewing on this time, and we can see that in action. And we have our potion of instant health, and that goes straight into this chest. Yes. The thing you have to do with this is set it to 2 ticks. So, sorry, but that should work. And actually you have to set it to 4 ticks so that this doesn't happen. So this is at 4 ticks, just to make sure. That is one of the most crucial repeaters in the whole thing, so don't stuff that up like I did. And as we see, when this is finished, hopefully this will work. It will auto brew a second round, and we can see the finished potions being collected, and then a second round comes in, and it starts to be brewed. So if you have enjoyed this tutorial, please like, comment and subscribe. And this has been all for me. I think we'll just take a quick look at this, which should have been filling up while we were away. If you remember back to the intro, I turned auto brewing on, and it has been about 10 minutes, and already we have got nearly a whole double chest of splash potions of instant health too. So this has been all for me today. I'm Malt, and I'm out.